So it says we're live. Welcome to the channel. I suppose I should start off with a welcome. This is my cryptocurrency channel called Bitglen. My name's Glenn and I'm trying to vlog what I learn as I go along in the world of cryptocurrency, and I'm trying to share it with you guys as honest and as true as I can be. I feel like I've done that. I've shared obviously the highs, the lows. Today's one of the lows, but I felt like obviously I needed to do this video tonight. I've actually been really busy all day, and I just kept thinking in the back of my mind, you know, I need to do a video. I need to talk to the guys. I need to obviously share my message with people, and I didn't know how best to do that. So at first, obviously, I thought I'll just go live and I'll just chat it with the other guys. But then I appreciated that some of you may be watching this video later on. It may be in a few days' time, and you might not want to sit through the whole you know, hour-long live chat. So I thought I'll do a pre-recorded. Let's get rid of these pop-ups. I thought I'd do a pre-recorded video where it's just me giving my opinion on something. So I've tried doing it in that format and then going live. The only thing is that obviously I've gone live straight after I've uploaded the video. So probably there are people watching my pre-loaded video, and they're not actually watching this live stream now because they think the other video is my video for today. So yeah, I need to play about with this format still. I still don't know how best to do it, but obviously I'm trying out different formats for you guys, trying to find the best way that you guys can consume content from myself without having to watch loads of stuff that you don't want to watch. So I am trying, and let me know what you think in the comment section or in the live chat or in our Telegram group chat, which you can join. The link to it is down below. You can also contact me through Facebook, Twitter or Instagram, all with the name Bitglen. Out of all of those, the one I use the most is Twitter, because everyone on cryptocurrency seems to be on Twitter. So feel free to join me there. We have Richard Blake already in. First comment of the day says, "Morning, mate, from New Zealand." Morning. Frederick says, "Yo, what time is it now? Oh shit, it's 1:45. This won't be a long live stream, I can guarantee you that, because I'm very tired and I need to be up really early again, so I can't be very long doing this live video. But yeah, I'd done a video just literally 10-15 minutes ago. It's only like a 15-minute long video, just me talking about Flair closing down. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are, Richard or Fred, or any of the others of you watching. Feel free to jump in on the chat. Don't just sit back and you can if you want, but jump in and ask me a question. You know, what are your thoughts on Flair closing down? It's really difficult actually, because a lot of people obviously think, oh, this is a scam. You know, yet again, people are being ripped off. I'm a bit more on the fence. I don't like their business practices. I don't like how they go about things. And obviously, I've got no benefit in saying otherwise. But I do honestly believe Bitcoin mining, unless you're a multi-millionaire and you have a farm and you can continuously reinvest, I think Bitcoin mining's dead for the normal person. And it takes me back to something actually John McAfee said. He said, no, he said ages ago, he said months and months, weren't even months, it might have been a year ago when I got involved in crypto. He said, no, mining Bitcoin's dead. Like, no, you know, no one's going to be able to afford to jump in on it, because you need such a large, substantial amount of money to get involved in, to make profit anyway. And he said that in an interview, and at the time, even then, I was like, no, it'd be all right, you know, it'd be okay. But yeah, he was right. Bitcoin mining is pretty much dead for the average Joe. It's very, very difficult to get involved, and not only get involved, but stay on top. That's the key, staying on top. Anyone can just chuck 10 grand at something, but to actually keep maintaining profitability over a long period of time is very difficult. B says, word. Adrian says, morning from over the water, Kent. Hello, mate, you're right. Frederick says, Hashflare was a bad investment, but not a true scam. Yeah, that's my take from it, Fred. But I know some people will probably be annoyed that you and me are saying that. You know, a lot of people will feel like, no, this was straight up a scam. But I don't honestly believe that. I just don't like the way that they their business practices were, really, some of the things they said or done. I don't necessarily agree with. Cortana, welcome to the channel again, Cortana. I haven't seen you for ages. Where have you been? Where have you been hiding? She says, I don't think Hashflare is going down. The Ethereum and Zcash mining contracts is still running. I may be wrong. Funny you say that, actually. And I touched on that on my video, saying, you know, I find it odd that I completely get Bitcoin mining dead for, you know, it's not profitable. Get it. I get that. So why is it that when you go over to their Hashflare website, they have ceased all mining contracts? That's Zcash, Ethereum, Litecoin. You can see here, look, out of stock, out of stock. Oh, look, actually, I was wrong. It says limited stock, so I don't know if that's come in place recently, because I'm pretty sure the last time I checked these, it said out of stock on all of them. But it seems here they're still offering Ethereum. I'm not recommending that you do that in any way, shape or form. I'm just pointing out that they seem to be offering. Let's go back to my panel. And judging by their message that they sent out, I read it out on the video that I just done. They actually say here, oh, everyone's contracts are ending as of this date. It's not profitable no more, blah, 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 blah. It says here, we expect that cryptocurrency market situation will stabilise in the nearest future, and we will be able to offer our users new advantageous, is that right? Advantageous solutions. I assume that means that Hashflare are preparing to, once Bitcoin hits a certain level again, that they will come out and say, oh, you know, start up your Bitcoin mining contract again for only 40 cents, you know, or something like that. But we'll see what happens. I'm not going to touch any more cloud mining services, period. That's my opinion. Some of you may say, no, Glenn, I found this really good website. That's it. I'm done. Like, I am done with mining ICOs, mining cloud mining, machine rentals, anything like that. I want to be in control of my own destiny. If I can't afford a miner, then I won't mine. If I can afford it, I'll get it. I'll turn it on. If it turns unprofitable, I can make that decision. If I say, oh, mining Zcash or Zencash, whatever, or Bitcoin or Litecoin, oh, actually, it's costing me $2 a day in electricity or £2 a day in electricity. I can make that decision. I can decide, oh, actually, I don't mind paying an extra £60 a month or $60 a month for electricity if I'm generating so much of this coin, which I have a feeling that will go back up in price, which I understand from Hashflare, they can't do that because they have a set maintenance fee. They can't just Mickey Mouse like, oh yeah, actually we're only going to charge you this much this month. And so, I don't know, I get it from both sides, but I want to be in control of my own destiny from this point forward. I don't want to invest any of my money into any sort of website, or unless it's someone I personally know, or just buying Bitcoin outright myself. That's pretty much me in a nutshell now. So, what do you guys think? Yeah, PJ says, don't bother, just buy Bitcoin. Yeah, I agree with you. You know, I wish I'd just bought Bitcoin and held on to it from the beginning, or bought a machine myself at a decent price. What have we got here? So Crypto Parody says, yo, at Bitglen, thanks for joining, mate. Nice to see you all. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up while you're on this channel. And if you're new to this channel, please click the subscribe button. River J says, hello, Z Classic is $2.10, higher than BTCP. Yeah, I pointed that out the other day in my live video that Z Classic was higher than Bitcoin Private. I think Bitcoin Private eventually will overtake Z Classic. But saying that, Z Classic is hard forking again in September, so we've only got a month and a bit, and that will hard fork. And what is it, Bitcoin Anonymous or something like that? So maybe, this is not financial advice, maybe Z Classic will start seeing a rise in price leading up to that event. Frederick said, I had 100% return on my investment in Bitcoin until I reinvested half of it some month ago, with a sad little cry face. Frederick says, look for master nodes, Glenn. Nope. Nope. Like I say, unless I'm controlling of my own destiny, then I haven't really looked into masternodes. I don't know too much about them, so I might be being premature by saying that. But at the minute, I'm just, unless it's something physical in my hand or something physical in my own wallet, then I'm probably not going to invest in it. Richard Blake said, I heard some people have been successful with chargebacks. Yes. So one of my friends, actually, he tried doing a chargeback for Envian, but he said the wrong thing. He actually went down the route of saying, oh yeah, I invested in this company and they haven't promised what they said they would. And then it became really difficult. If he'd just rung up and said, someone's used my credit card without my permission and they've bought Hashflare or Envian, then yeah, the credit card probably would have just cancelled the transaction or refunded him the money. And that would have been a lot easier for him. But I'm not recommending that you lie to your credit card company, but choose what story you give them. Well, should I really say that? Tell them the truth, but choose your truth wisely. Adrian Empire says, can't you run extension leads from neighbour's garden to the shed? No one will notice. Try and get some free electricity. I ain't too fussed about the electricity costs. From the research that I've done, and let's just have a little look actually. Oh no, let's just talk about Hashflare before I finish off here. So I actually made my second withdrawal from Hashflare, which I was able to withdraw 0.01 of a Bitcoin. You can see here I now have a balance of 0.00192, blah blah blah. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't know if they're going to allow people to withdraw. I said in my video that I found it odd that about 3 or 4 days before they knew they were going to close, because they knew they were going to shut everyone's Hashflare accounts down. Why did they then say, right, okay, you know, we want your passport photos, we want your name, address, date of birth, your email, your where you work, what company you work for, and all that sort of stuff. They asked for all that data a few days ago, and now they've closed everyone's account. So now I feel like I've just given them a ton of my personal data for nothing. But saying that, I don't know, because I'm a verified user, it says here it's currently being processed. So it says thanks for taking advantage, but I don't know if this is the same for everyone, but I could withdraw 0.01, and that's daily. I withdrew it the other day, and I withdrew another lot again today because I had 0.02 something. So now I'm just left with the something. So I think this equates to a very small amount of US dollar worth of Bitcoin. Obviously, I would much prefer to get it out there because who knows, that could be worth a lot more one day, and I'll be gutted if I left it there. BTC to USD. It's $14 worth. So, you know, it would be nice to get that out, but I don't know. And obviously, there's some of you watching this that may be thinking, well, actually, Glenn, I've got a lot more in there and I can't withdraw it. I don't know. I was actually quite close to the normal withdrawal limit of 0.03. So if they were if they continue to you know, pay out for like another couple of weeks, then I probably would have been able to make a full withdrawal of everything, which is a bit annoying, but I'm sure there's worst case scenarios out there listening. So yeah, that's really it that's all I've got to say on Hashflare. I've been talking about them for a while now. Obviously, I removed my referral link quite a while ago. I know some YouTubers carried on with the whole like referral link, but I just got a feeling quite a while back that something wasn't right. I didn't like the way their business what do you call it, like decision making, or the way they were conducting themselves. That's what I'm looking for. The way they conducted themselves over the last probably 8 months. That's a bit harsh. 6 months, I'd say. I haven't been too keen on, so I did remove my referral link, and then I stopped talking about them completely. But obviously over the last, especially few weeks, obviously with everyone not being paid and a lot of uncertainty, I felt like I should talk about it, because that's, you know, beginning and end of a story. And obviously this is a closed book now for me regarding Hashflare. I'm done, I'm finished, not just with Hashflare, but cloud mining in general. I would never go back to a cloud mining service. So yeah, that's where I'm at. What do you guys think? Please comment down below or join in with the group chat. Let me know what you think about cloud mining. Do you think this will happen with Genesis mining at some point? Do you want to feel that this is a scam? Or do you think that, yeah, you know, Bitcoin mining was unprofitable and really they're doing, I suppose, the right thing? Not the right thing, but like the best business decision, you know, like that from their point. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Crypto Parody says, steal electricity and give it a month before the neighbours at your door with a gun. Well, we're in the UK, we don't have guns, but probably a knife. River J says, you should look into some solar panels for your set. I am actually, River. That's something that I'm really interested in, actually. I need to weigh up. Crypto Parody, sorry, I've just stopped halfway through there. He says, first Envian, now Hashflare. The now in the coffin will be Genesis. Yeah, that's right. So a lot of these cloud mining ICOs, nothing's really come of any, from what I understand, any of them. I think, I know I may shoot myself in the foot by saying this, please correct me if I'm wrong. As far as I'm aware, Hydro Miner, did they stop, or they weren't profitable enough to pay people out? Obviously, we all know Envian just like screwed us all over. Whose were the other ones? Miner One, was that? Has anyone heard of anything from them? Has anyone been paid out? I don't know. I haven't been keeping track of them all. What were some of the others? Rock Mining ICO. Has anyone been paid anything out of that? Yeah, it just seems like, do your own mining, guys. If you want to mine yourself, have the power in your hands, then you can decide, do you know what? I am happy to pay the electricity on this coin if it's still unprofitable at that point. Or, no, I'm not. Actually, I'm going to turn the machine off because I only want to mine, really, I want to mine coins and pay myself in US dollar. Me personally, if I can get hold of a coin that would cost me, say, $10, but I can accumulate one for £1 worth of electricity, which is about 1.5 US dollar, or cent, sorry, then I would probably do that, because I don't really mind paying extra electricity if I'm accumulating something that I think one day will go up in value. That's, to me, that's investing in the future and paying for it monthly rather than upfront. River says, you should install them yourself. Don't get a company in to do it. They rip you off. Frederick says, yes, Hydro Miner is still running. They don't have maintenance fees. So, but are they paying out, Frederick? Are people actually earning money from Hydro Miner? And some of the other, if any of you have experienced anything with the other mining ICOs that were meant to come out. I was chatting to someone on the phone the other day. I won't mention no names. One of the team, Bitglen. I was on the phone to him. This was yesterday, I believe. And he was telling me about it was either an ICO, but he invested in it, and it was something to do with like you earn interest on a daily or monthly basis. Now that rung alarm bells for me straight away, and straight away I was like, no, I'm not interested, not interested. But then he was saying, he wasn't trying to sell me it, by the way. Sorry, I should say that. He was just telling me about his own experiences in crypto. But he was saying, oh, yeah, the price of the coins dramatically dropped. But he said the amount of interest that he's receiving on a monthly basis has gone up. And I thought, oh, that's good. Why is no one else talking about this coin? So, again, I'm still not going to be investing. I'm completely done with ICOs. I think ICOs, especially within the next year or so, will pretty much be dead or drop off a cliff, and we'll see a lot of them actually coming to an end. Eventually, I think there'll be a select few number of cryptocurrencies that will remain, and they'll be more profitable than they are now, or like they'll go up in value because there's less money being spread about. It will be more condensed, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Frederick says Hydro mine is still running, they don't have maintenance fees. I read that. Crypto Sock, he says, I'm out mining 20k, lost to hell, hash flate. I assume that meant to be say hash flare. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Crypto. That's 20k, you know, for me that is, I would never ever invest that amount, but I haven't got that amount to just throw away. So I've always said only invest what you're willing to lose. That's why I've only generally put in about, probably all in total, I lost about, I would say about 800 to £1,000 in Envian, and obviously this hash flare. I did actually receive pretty much the equivalent amount of Bitcoin back, but then again I did have obviously referral links to help me along, and I got in when the prices were cheaper. So in that regard, I did actually receive the same amount of thingy back. So Crypto Parody says, "Goddamn 20k, bro, suicide." It's probably not something to joke about, but yeah, I do feel really bad that people have lost money in Hashflare. And by the sounds of things, some people have lost a lot. Something that I would, I would never invest that amount, no matter how profitable they were. You still need to keep whatever money it is you want to achieve it, or whatever you want to achieve in life. You need to keep obviously savings back for that. Don't just go all out on something. But then saying that, some people have made millions and millions of pounds off risking everything all on one thing. So yeah, it's very difficult to for me to make that call. I suppose that's an individual basis. BBL joins in. Thanks for joining, BBL. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. He said, "Sup, gents." Frederick says, "I was banned from the Hydro Miner group, so I don't know if they still pay out." That sounds familiar. I actually got banned from Envian as well. Hi, BBL. Hi, Fred. Julian says, "Ambit mining. Any thoughts?" I'm not too. Actually, Ambit mining, they actually had like a farm up and running before they did their ICO. So they're sort of coming to like, they've come in and said, look, we've been really successful doing this. We want to copy it again, but do you want to get involved? So I don't know what's happened with them, actually. I haven't looked into them. Not that I'm recommending it at all. Again, let's see if that comes up. Make sure you do plenty of research. Look at alternatives rather than getting involved in ICOs or other companies. ICO is finished. They seem to get a lot of recommendations here. I don't know. It doesn't say whether they're paying people out or what's happening with it. I haven't really got any thoughts, but I don't want to comment on it really, because I could shoot them down and they could come out and say, well, actually, we're doing really well, so fuck you, Glenn. Or they could be a scam altogether. I don't know. I really don't know these days. Crypto really has taken it out of me. I've always been that type of guy who normally spots, like, the other day my missus said to me, "Oh, Glenn, what do you think about this Facebook guy who was selling tickets? Do you think this is a scam?" And I looked at it and, I was just I start questioning, why would he post that? Why would he say that? Why is he doing it at this price when it's this price on this website? And I know, I'm like, no, don't do it, and then we found them cheaper actually through an official Ticketmaster site. So normally I'm pretty good at spotting a scam. I honestly don't think Flair was a scam. I don't think they've purposely set out to rip people off. Otherwise, they would have done it a long, long time ago. I honestly think that Bitcoin mining is done. Like that, just mining Bitcoin purely. If you mine saying Kelson convert it into Bitcoin, then yeah, there's profit to be made there. But mining Bitcoin is, I think, it's not for the average Joe to get involved in these days. Which is a shame, because eventually, obviously, that's just going to become more and more centralized, because only select amount of companies and farms will be able to make machines and mine them at such a low cost and low rate that they can mine it themselves. So yeah, I think Bitcoin will accumulate in a centralized way. BBL says, "Hi Fred, and Bitmining, any thoughts? Day trade from now on. I won't give up on TXS." Frederick says, "Ambit Mining promised a lot." I didn't actually follow them too much, to be honest. I watch these YouTube videos sometimes, but I don't know what they do. I just don't want to comment because I don't know what they're doing. Buy yourself an Anchor powerhouse and charge it at your workplace or somewhere else, and use it at home to mine. Free electricity. That is a good tip, Cortana. I never thought of that, because you can go to those car charging places now and you can get just a card that I think is like £10 for the whole month, or a year actually, and you can just charge up for free. I wonder if you can charge up a battery, but then obviously that's a lot of hassle, and I assume to charge up batteries like that it would take, hours upon hours to charge up. But definitely the solar panel thing very interests me actually. I need to weigh up, obviously, how much the solar panels are and how much electricity do they save for me. So if, what I'm trying to say is, if I spend £300 or dollars on a solar panel and it saves me £300 for the year, but it needs replacing once a year, then I'll be like, oh, there's no point. I might as well just pay the monthly electricity. Again, paying for electricity, I don't know how it works wherever you are. You may be, even in the UK, there's like 10 different ways of paying for electricity. I pay a fixed amount direct debit, and if my electricity usage goes up, they even out what they think I'm going to spend evenly over a year. And then again, I pay a set amount. So yes, my direct debit will go up. I have no doubts about that. Probably triple or double, depending on what machines I get in the end. But to me, it's a fixed set amount every month. So I could be like, okay, I'm paying £50 extra a month for this mining this machine. Or sorry, probably more than that, probably 150. But I'm accumulating, $200-300, maybe $1,000 in coins worth of coins. So that's saying, obviously, I need to weigh it myself. But yeah, solar panels are definitely interesting to me. I just really need to weigh up whether it's worth the hassle or not. BBL said, "Did you hear about those guys running BTC miners out of the trunk of their Prius while charging it at a charging station?" No, I haven't, but that is awesome. That's the sort of thinking, that's the sort of thinking you need, isn't it, in crypto? Try and find ways of getting around the loopholes. Awesome. Well done to them. I still have someone that actually I can mine from their place, but again, from their workplace actually. I have to weigh up again, you can't just say to someone, here's a really expensive machine. I want you to monitor it, keep an eye on it, make sure nothing goes wrong, do all of that, and I want you to do it all for free, and I want you to use your electricity for free. So even though he gets free electricity, I'll probably have to give him a cut, even if I, said to him, all right, you get 20%, 50%, I don't know, whatever. Then I've got to weigh up and think, oh, actually, is it not just cheaper to just pay my electricity? I pay 11p per kilowatt hour at the moment. That's due to go up to about 12p. But that equates to about 14 cent American terms. So I don't think that's too bad, especially for a European country. I think I've done quite well at shopping about and haggling for electricity. And obviously I'll try and do so even more now. Before I never really cared. My direct debit for energy was like £40 a month. Obviously once I get these miners in and the hot tub we've just got, it's going to cost me obviously probably 4 times that, I would say. That's what I'm predicting anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me, guys. That's hash Flair covered. Let's have a quick look at the markets before we go, because Bitcoin was on a bit of a run before. No, it's dropped back a bit now. It did seem to go up by about $100. It was at 7,330, and then it went up to sort of 7,480, I would say, earlier today. I think it was those sort of figures. And I thought, oh, I wonder if this is going to keep continuing. But it seems to be just bouncing between 7.3, 7.4. They're the two. It's just bouncing between those amounts. Obviously, if you can recognize the pattern and set some sort of automatic buys and sells to keep trading at those, you've probably done pretty well over the last week or so. So PJ actually did say in the group chat earlier, I said, oh, where's the Bitcoin pump? And he said, Glenn, it's pumped already like $1,000 in the last couple of weeks. What do you want? And he has got a really good point, but, I want to buy these goddamn mining machines, actually. And what I'm hoping is that even if Bitcoin goes back down, I just want Bitcoin to have a bit of a pump, and then I'll buy the machine there and then. And when it drops back down, I'll be like, yes, I got the machine, $200-300 cheaper than I should have paid, because the time I'd done it, there was a pump. Bitglen. So you can see I'm getting tired. Bitmain. Bitmain and Bitglen go hand in hand. Let's have a little look, just see if they're sold out or if they've dropped in price at all. Nope, still available and still the same price, which is good. So yeah, that's it really from me, guys. BBL says, I bought an Antminer E3 from a dude off eBay today for a discounted price and got scammed. No, don't tell me this, BBL. What's going on? It will probably 30 days till I get my money back. Sorry to hear that, man. That's the good thing is with eBay is that generally, as long as you follow their process which involves them getting paid, generally they will give you the money back. And I think they quote these sort of 30 days, but they're normally pretty hot on it, so you may get that back quicker. eBay are pretty good like that. I've had stuff happen to me in the past, and again, as long as I've had it both ways. I've had someone buy a phone off me, I've sent the product, and then they've cancelled the payment once they've received it. And I didn't get any money back because eBay said I didn't follow their process, and I should have done it their way. On the flip side from that, I learned from that, and I did it the right way. I always follow the eBay process now, unless I'm buying something cash in hand, because then I can drive there, look at the product, ask questions, gauge the type of person it is, and then give them the cash. That's just the way I like doing things, rather than going through eBay and having to send 10 emails. But yeah, sorry to hear that, BBL. That is a bit of a kicker. Cortana says, how's the wind power in your area, Glenn? Perhaps you could install a small wind turbine. Solar panels only work when there's sunlight. Well, Cortana, you're right there. I'd have to weigh up how much it costs and where I would put it, as averse to how much I would just pay mining in general. You have touched on something, because The UK doesn't get much sun, although I can't complain. It's been very sunny now for a good couple of weeks straight. Grass is looking knackered. This is an old man thing to think, but every day I think, oh, I hope it rains there. It'd be really good for the grass. That's really sad. But yeah, we don't get much sun throughout the year, if you like, compared to some places. So wind would be better because it is. You can guarantee it's even when it's hot. It's normally quite windy in the UK, and when it's cold, it's really windy. So yeah, that actually makes more sense to do something like that. Actually, so good thinking there, Katana. I'm going to look into that actually. Wind powered turbines. I have to make a note of that in my head. Right, yeah. So anyway, that's it from me, guys. I wonder tomorrow if we're going to actually see a pump in the market or if we're going to see a dump, because usually Sundays, as we know, are sort of down days, dump days, or stagnation. Sometimes we see Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies maybe go up, normally only very slightly, only in small increments on a Sunday, but then it has the knock-on effect of Monday being a dump day. So are we going to see this dump again tomorrow? By the looks of things, Bitcoin's been pretty steady for a little while. Bitcoin's just jumped back up to 7.4 while we've been talking. So, and all of these seem up quite well in the last 24 hours. So, Bitcoin Diamond up 78%. It's going to the moon. That was my impression of Crypto Twins. Not a very good one. That's got to be the biggest gainer in the top 100. Yeah, it is. Big gains, boy. So yeah, it's quite interesting to see that so late on and Saturday night, early hours of Sunday morning now. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. I would definitely do solar over wind power. Why is that, River? I'd love to hear your thoughts. River's. He also said this is Sunday. Today is Sunday. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, American time. You know, you're looking at tomorrow about 11 o'clock. We start seeing things change in cryptocurrency. What do you guys think about this background on my desktop? Do you think I should get rid of it? I'm a bit of a Final Fantasy geek. And I love Final Fantasy 7. Love it. Love the background pic. Yes, get in. Thanks, River. Give this video a thumbs up if you like that background picture. I always have it on there. And when I do these live videos and I end up showing my background, I always think, oh, I wonder if people think, what a gimp. That's it for me, guys. I'm just chatting shit now. I'll see you guys. I may do a video tomorrow, actually, depending on what the markets do, and then, unless any big news comes out. If not, you'll see me in the next couple of days at least. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. At Bitglen, Final Fantasy is dope. Yeah, boy. Final Fantasy 15. I actually bought a Final Fantasy 15 limited edition PS4. It's called the Luna edition. Named my daughter Luna. You can see there. Pow. And I've even got somewhere on this arm. How can I show it? There we go. Look. That's the comet from the Final Fantasy 7 logo. That's how much of a fan I am. Right, River's already saying bye. He can't wait to go. So thanks for that, guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to these channels. I try and do pre-recorded shows as well as these live chats. These live chats really are just for me and the community, obviously, to you know, share ideas as we've done. Cortana's brought up some awesome ideas today, so thank you for that. But also, don't feel afraid to chat to me. If I mention certain people in videos or in the Telegram group chat, don't think, oh, Glenn's just talking to that person and not me. I've got time for all of you. You know, even though I don't get back to you the same day, or if I don't respond for an hour, you know, I try and respond to everyone at some point. So please feel free to contact me if you've got any questions or anything you want to share with me. Unless you're shilling something, then go away. Please leave me alone. Cortana says, get all the hardcore Team Bitglen members to chip in the mining operation, solar panel, wind turbine. Start with one ASIC miner first. Well, actually, Cortana, if you don't know, if you haven't been seeing my videos recently, I will be making at least one purchase of a Z9 machine within the next few days, I believe. Depending on when Bitcoin pumps, and it could be like tomorrow. If it pumps, fingers crossed. That's just wishful thinking. I may also be making a second purchase of a Z9, and then later on in the month, maybe purchasing a Z9 Mini, which I'm hoping will arrive beginning of September. So come the beginning of September, I potentially, this is all maybes, I may be having two Z9s and at least a Z9 Mini. So 3 machines running here. I'm already starting to get ideas of how I want the shed to be with the air cooling and the temperatures. And I need to buy like power monitors, like to tell you how much electricity you're using from the wall. So yeah, I've got loads going on in my head, and I'm really excited about it. Like literally, it's like my little project now, and I can't wait to get it going. Even if it works out non-profitable, I just want to learn how to mine, how to get involved, how much it costs, how much you can gain, how much you can lose, you know, all those sort of things. And I hope that you guys join me on that journey, and obviously offer your support, and hopefully I can teach you guys something as well that maybe can't get involved in ASIC miners. Maybe you'll learn stuff from me, but we'll see how it goes, and hopefully third time lucky. Envying was shit, Flair was shit, Glen mining himself, hopefully that's going to be the winner. If not, then it's just going to be buy some Bitcoin here and there. I'll probably stop doing the YouTube channel because I don't know what else there is to talk about really. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, and I hope you join me for that ride. So see you later, guys. Bye.